So welcome everybody to our class for May 30th. I guess this is our last class for the month of May. So take the first few moments of our practice to observe the breath and use the breath indicator. Just what your feelings, how you might be feeling as we come into our class today. Does the breath feel like it's flowing smoothly? Or is it perhaps just a bit off, a bit choppy some places? As you bring the focus to the breath, you may notice that it starts to even out, starts to become less irregular and become just a bit smoother. And now observe where the breath is moving in the body. Is it moving into the lower lungs, or is it staying up in the upper reaches of the lungs? Is the belly moving out with your inhale and in with your exhale breath? Can you begin to even the flow of breath between your inhale and your exhale breath? Now, can you begin to lengthen the exhale breath? So you're stretching the exhale out just slightly longer than your inhale. If you haven't already done so, let's slide ourselves towards the front of the chair. Bring the heels underneath the knees. Bring the feet about hip distance apart. Line up a line from the base of the second toe through to the center of the ankle, up the center of the knee, and back to the head of the hip bones. You might bring the fists in between the knees just to set that distance of the knees. And breathe here. Come back to that even, slow, deep breath. That lengthened exhale. Let's find our blocks. Place the blocks adjacent to your ankles. Come back to our seated mountain pose. And now establish the foundations for your practice. The feet, lift all 10 toes away from the floor. The sit bones, the weight evenly distributed left to right. And front to back. Let that foundation of the sit bones the weight move all the way up through the pelvis, through the sacrum, vertebrae by vertebrae, up the back to the neck, and then continuing vertebrae by vertebrae to the skull and the top of the head. Perhaps bring your fist into that space. Just bring the fist into the space and hug the chin into the notch of the collarbones. Release the hand and perhaps take the head slightly back to stack the top of the spine. Inhale here, exhale, drop the chin into that space where the collarbones meet. Inhale, come up, exhale, down. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale, return the head to center. Exhale, take the chin to the right shoulder and take level all the way across to the left shoulder. Inhale to center, exhale right. Inhale to center, exhale left. Inhale to center, exhale right, and inhale to center. Once again, inhale, exhale right, drop the chin, come through center, over to the left shoulder. Raise the head, exhale, lower, go through center, left shoulder up, exhale, through center, exhale up, and exhale, come to center, and then on your inhale, lift the head back to center. Extend the left fingertips towards the floor, reach the left hand to the outside of the right ear, and draw the left ear towards the left shoulder while stretching the right hand towards the floor, feeling that stretch all the way down the right side of the head. Press the right side of the head into the resistance of the fingertips to strengthen the muscles along the sides of the neck. Inhale, come back through center. Release the left hand to the floor. Take the right fingertips above the left ear. Draw the right ear towards the right shoulder and stretch the left hand down towards the floor. Breathe here. Now press the side of the head into the resistance of the fingers, strengthening the muscles of the neck. Inhale, return to center. Interlace the fingers, stretch the fingers out towards the camera. Lift the arms overhead. Stretch all the way up. Try and keep the shoulder blades moving down the back as you lengthen the side body. Exhale, take the left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Press the right wrist up towards the sacrum and twist towards our right side. Inhale, come back through center. And let's go in the opposite direction, left or right hand to outside of left thigh and twist towards our right side. Inhale, return to center. Take the hands towards the side. Inhale the arms overhead. Hug the biceps into the ears. Lift the body out of the pelvis and exhale towards our right side. Remember to keep drawing that left shoulder back as we extend the body, feeling the stretch in the intercostal muscles. Inhale, come back through center, and exhale, go left. Try and distribute that arc all the way evenly along the whole side of the body. Inhale, come back to center. And let's exhale, forward fold over the legs, bringing the hands to rest either on the knees, the shins, the blocks, or the floor. Lengthen the spine here. Breathe. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale the hands back to heart center. Inhale up. Interlace the fingers, release the pointer fingers, and let's exhale right. Exhale left. And come back to center. Bring the hands onto the thighs. We'll do some cat-cow moves now. Inhale, lift the sternum. Exhale, round the back towards the chair. Inhale up for 2. Exhale back for 2. Inhale up for 3. And exhale back for 3. And let's come back to our neutral spine. Once again, check in with your seated mountain pose. Feel each of the vertebrae stacking one on top of the next, all the way up to the top of the head. Stretch both feet out in front of you. And using the chair for some support, let's inhale and just fold gently over the feet or over the legs, folding at the crease of the hips. Let's inhale, come back to center and draw the feet in. Once again, inhale the arms overhead and exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up and bring the hands back to heart center. Let's find our strap. Stretch the arms out, break the strap, and lift the arms overhead. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, come down. Inhale up for 3. And down. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. 9. 9. 10. 10. 11. 11. And 12. Hold 12 overhead. And draw that right hand down to the side. Pull on the left hand to bring you back through center and pull down towards the right side. Inhale, come back to center and release the strap. Let's just set the strap aside for the next for a moment and come back to our seated mountain pose. Let's walk the feet into a gentle V. we can bring the blocks into the center of our V. Inhale here and exhale. Let's fold into the center of our V. The hands initially can come to the block and keep the gaze down towards the floor, maybe 2 or 3 feet in front of the block, so we're not straining our neck by looking up at the screen. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Come all the way up and return the hands to heart center. Let's inhale here. Bring that left elbow onto the left knee and we'll twist towards the opposite side. Twist away from that elbow, twisting first towards our right. Perhaps extend the arm overhead. Exhale, bring the right elbow to the right knee and let's twist in the opposite direction. Twisting towards our left side. Inhale, come back to center. Let's stretch the arms out towards the side and bring the hands into a cactus position. Breathe here. Extend the right leg out. Take the right hand inside the right thigh, slide it down the inside of the right thigh, and twist towards our left side. Inhale, come back up through center. Extend the left leg and twist towards our left side. Inhale, come back to center, draw that leg in, and come back to cactus pose. Extend the arms out and extend the legs for 5-pointed star. Breathe here. And then draw everything back into center. Take one cat-cow breath here. And exhale. Inhale, come back. Walk the feet back to hip distance apart. Stretch that right foot out towards the camera. And open that right leg out towards the side, sweeping it out and drawing it back to center. Let's go for 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, and 12. And hold 12 out to the side. Find one of your blocks, place it to the opposite side. Bring the left hand to rest on the block on the left side and stretch the arm up overhead. So this is our chair version of side plank. We can stretch the arm overhead as well. Look down and let's come back up to center and transfer the block to the opposite side. Find your position once again towards the front of the chair. Bring the leg out in front. You can, sometimes I find it's helpful to find that pivot point to just sort of find the head of the hip femur and sweep that leg out and in for 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, and 12, and 12. Now sweep that leg out to the side. The foot can be down or up. Bring the hand onto that opposite, onto the block opposite. Press the hand into the block, lift it up overhead. Or stretch the hand out. Into a side plank on this side. Let's inhale, come back up to center, draw that leg back in. Come to center, walk the feet slightly wider than hip distance and let the legs flow in on each other. Walk the feet back to center. Inhale the arms overhead and exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, lift part way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Draw the hands back to heart center. Let's inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. So we'll do some sun salutations now. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And this time as we exhale and forward fold, we'll take the right foot forward, take the left foot back, and we may just bring our blocks beside and exhale, forward fold over that extended leg. Keep the back nice and long here. Inhale, come all the way up. Draw the feet together and exhale, extend the opposite leg and fold over that extended leg. Inhale, come all the way up. Our feet meet at the center. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise part way. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up and return the hands to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise part way. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, right forward, left back, fold over that extended leg. Inhale, come up. Our feet meet at the center. Exhale, extend the opposite leg, fold over the extended leg. Inhale, come all the way up. Our hands meet overhead. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise part way. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up and return the hands to heart center. Inhale, exhale. 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 And one more round without cueing. So let's now come up and do some standing work. So coming to standing, just come up, face the back of our chair. And just do a little camera adjustment here. Okay, coming to standing behind our chair. Now, we'll establish that same foundation we established earlier for our standing mountain pose. Just actually go the opposite way so I can. Feet are hip distance apart, but now our foundation is the feet rather than the sit bones and the feet. Press the mound of the big toe into the mat. Press the mound of the little toe into the mat. Center of the heel, lift everything up. Inhale the arms overhead and exhale, forward fold. So we can forward fold, we can just fold over the back of the chair. Hands can stay on the back of the chair. And remember to bend the knees as much as you need to take the strain out of the lower back. If you have a low back on your chair, you might even reach the hands across over the chair and bring them onto the seat. Let's inhale, come all the way up. Our hands meet overhead and exhale the hands back to heart center. Inhale up, exhale, forward fold. And this time we're just going to rise part way up, keeping the knees bent. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, come all the way up and return the hands to heart center. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, bring the hands to the back of the chair. Step that left foot in towards the chair and bring the right foot back towards the back of the chair, or towards the back of the mat, and set the feet about hip distance apart and angle the toes of that right foot out towards the side of the mat. Inhale here and exhale. Take the knee in towards the chair. Remember to keep that tailbone moving down and draw the pubic bone up towards the navel. And just spend a moment strengthening the front part, the front core, the front part of the body to support yourself in this pose and to build stability in this pose. Let's straighten the forward leg and then bend it in towards the chair. Straighten and bend and straighten and bend and straighten and bend, and hold that forward leg bent in towards the chair. Let's lift one arm, lift the opposite arm, and come into our warrior one. Try and imprint the form of this pose, or your particular form of this pose, because we're going to incorporate this into a flow after we do establish our warrior one on the other side. So bring the hands back to the chair, lift the back heel, step both feet back to meet, and stretch the body out in our chair downward dog. Now turn the left toes out, step the left knee in towards the chair. Take a minute to look at the feet. Take a look at that back foot. Is it angling out towards the side? Is the weight sort of evenly distributed? Are those three corners of the foot still in contact with the floor? Lift the toes if you can on that back foot and the front foot to lift the arches and strengthen the foot. And see if you can bring a little inward rotation to the upper thigh on that trailing leg as you bend the knee in towards the chair. Almost think of steering that forward leg towards the little toe side of the foot. Come up. Lift the pelvic floor towards the navel while drawing the tailbone down towards the heel of that back foot. Straighten the right leg and bend it towards the chair. Straighten up. Bend. For 3, 4, 4, and 5, and 5. And now lift the arms overhead. You can take 1, 0, 1, or both arms overhead to come into our warrior one pose. Exhale, the hands to the back of the chair. Drag that front foot back and come into our chair down dog. Remember, you can bend the knees to release the strain on the lower back. Help you lengthen out that lower back, lift the belly as well. And let's walk the feet in towards the chair. So we're going to put that warrior one and the forward fold together in a standing, for a standing sun salutation. You might also, you can continue to work with the back of the chair facing you, or you might turn the chair. If you feel you can go into a little deeper forward fold, turn the chair so the seat faces towards you. And let's come and find our standing mountain pose, our beginning point for our sun salutations. So remember, stacking everything up from the bottom of the feet to the top of the head, feeling the energy moving all the way up the body, back down into the feet. Inhale the arms overhead. And let's exhale, forward fold towards the chair. Inhale, rise part way. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step that left foot in towards the chair and the right foot back. Draw the right shin in towards the chair and either support yourself with the chair or come up into warrior one. Exhale the hands down onto the chair, lift the back heel, feet step back to meet, and come to downward dog, supported by the chair. Take a full breath here, turn the left foot out, step the right foot into the chair. Inhale, either support yourself on the chair or come all the way up into a warrior one. Breathe here. And again, be very conscious of the contact between the feet, the mat, the earth below you. And exhale, hands back onto the back of the chair, stretch back into chair down dog. Breathe here. Walk the feet forward towards the chair. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise part way. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up and return the hands to heart center. Take one full breath here. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise part way. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right leg in, take the left leg back, and either support yourself on the chair or rise into warrior one. Exhale the hands onto the chair, lift the back heel, step back to our chair down dog. Turn the right toes out, step the left foot in. Inhale, come up to warrior one. Exhale, hands to the chair, lift the back heel, step back to down dog. Walk the feet forward to the chair. Inhale, rise part way. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And return the hands to heart center. Let's do two more rounds of our sun salutation here. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left foot in towards the chair. Take the right foot back. Rise up to warrior one. Exhale, hand to the chair, lift the back heel, step back to down dog. Turn the left toes out, step the right foot in. Inhale, come up to warrior one. Exhale, hands to the chair. Lift the back heel. Step back to down dog. Walk forward towards the chair. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold towards the floor. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands back to heart center. So we'll do one more round of our sun salutation. And this time, again, we'll do it in silence. So hopefully you remember the cueing. You can just sort of flow through that, through our sun salutation on your without cueing. Inhale, exhale. So we'll just do a couple more things before we come back to seated. Let's bring the hands onto the chair. Walk the feet out wide. Remember, if you're coming off your mat, make sure you're not going to slide too far on the floor. You can either stay here with a flat back or bring the elbows down towards the chair, or grab one of your blocks and bring your forehead to rest on the block on the highest height, middle height, or lowest height, and you might even find you can walk the legs a little wider. Just rest here in this wide-legged forward fold. Take another couple of breaths. Let's inhale, come up. Heel toe the feet back into center. Come back to hip distance apart with the feet. And let's walk the feet away from the chair. And first we'll come into downward dog. And then you may feel, depending if you feel comfortable, come forward into plank pose. Supporting yourself in plank. And draw the belly back to come into warrior, once again into our chair downward dog. Walk the feet back in towards the chair. Inhale, rise all the way up. Draw the hands back to heart center. And now let's stand beside our chair and we'll do a tree pose before coming back to seated. So build the foundation. And so I'm outside now and I've got the trees here for inspiration. So I'm looking at the roots of the trees and how they're anchored into the ground. That chair side leg is becoming like the trunk of the tree. You might just lift the heel. You might turn the heel Turn the knee out towards the side. Lift onto the calf, or come up onto the thigh. Bring one hand to center, maybe both hands to center. And then open the branches of our tree up towards the sky. Find a focal point, a drishti. Draw the hands back to heart center and release. And let's just let that outside leg sway back and forth. And then lift it out behind you. And bring it back to center. Now let's shift towards the opposite side. And again, build the foundation in the chair side leg, lift the heel, and you might do your whole tree pose here. You're still working on balance, you're still getting all the benefits of tree. You might find that you have enough stability to open to here, come to here, or up onto the inner thigh. Open the branches of your tree towards the sunshine. Inhale, draw them back to center. And let's just sway that leg and lift it behind. And come back. And just shake things out here before we come back to seated. So I'm just going to move a little bit out of the sun here. Since we're going to final relaxation now. So let's come to seated. Get yourself comfortable. Just take a few moments to let the breath slow down. To let the muscles fully relax. And just allow the body to become very fluid. And our final relaxation is about letting go of the control of the mind, of the body. Now, throughout our practice, we've sought to be guided in our practice by the body, by the direction it wants to go, by the limitations you may run into, and perhaps feeling some of those limitations become pushed out a little bit. But now as we settle into final relaxation, allow the breath to soften and slow. perhaps noticing a very gentle rise and fall of the belly with each inhale and each exhale breath. And now let's begin to relax the toes by bringing the attention to the toes, to the bases of the toes, the arches of the feet, and the heels. Allow the toes, the bases of the toes, the arches of the feet, and the heels to completely relax. Breathe. The toes, the bases of the toes, the arches of the feet, and the heels are completely relaxed. We now move our attention to the legs, to the calves, to the shins, to the knees, the kneecaps, the thighs, the quads, and the hamstrings. Allow the legs, the calves, the shins, the knees, the kneecaps, the quads, and the hamstrings to completely relax. Breathe. The legs, the calves, the shins, the knees, the kneecaps, the thighs, the quads, and the hamstrings are completely relaxed. As we continue our journey of relaxation, bring the attention to the hips, to the glutes, to the sacrum, to the pelvis, the lower belly, and the pelvic floor. Allow the hips, the glutes, the sacrum, the pelvis, the lower belly, and the pelvic floor to completely relax. Breathe. The hips, the glutes, the sacrum, the lower belly, and the pelvic floor are completely relaxed. Our attention now moves to the back body, to the back of the ribs, to the spine, to the thoracic, or to the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, and the muscles supporting the spine. Allow the back of the ribs, the spine, the lumbar spine, and the thoracic spine, and the muscles supporting the spine to completely relax. Breathe. The spine, or the back of the ribs, the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, the spine, and the muscles supporting the spine are completely relaxed. We now bring our attention to the arms, to the elbows, to the wrists, to the palms, to the thumbs, the index finger, the ring, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the baby finger. Allow the arms, the elbows, the wrists, the palms of the hands, the thumbs, the index fingers, the middle fingers, the ring fingers, and the baby fingers to completely relax. Breathe. The arms, the elbows, the wrists, the hands, the palms of the hands, the thumbs, the index fingers, the middle fingers, the ring fingers, and the baby fingers are completely relaxed. We now focus on the shoulders, the collarbones, the neck, and the scalp. Allow the shoulders, the collarbones, the neck, and the scalp to completely relax. Breathe. The shoulders, the collarbones, the neck, and the scalp are completely relaxed. We now come to the forehead, to the eyebrows, to the space between the eyebrows, to the eyes, to the nose, to the cheek, the jaw, the lips, and the tongue. Allow the forehead, the eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows, the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the jaw, the lips, and the tongue to completely relax. Breathe. The forehead, the eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows, the nose, the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw, the lips, and the tongue are completely relaxed. Now come to the front body, to the chest, to the ribs, to the heart, the internal organs, and the belly. Allow the front body, the ribs, the heart, the internal organs, and the belly to completely relax. Breathe. The front body, the ribs, the heart, the internal organs, and the belly are completely relaxed. We now use our mind's eye to encompass the whole body. Allow the whole body to completely relax. Breathe. The whole body is completely relaxed. Let's take a few breaths here, feeling that wonderful feeling of total relaxation. Now begin to gradually, slowly deepen the breath. Move the fingers, move the toes. Shift your weight back towards the front of the chair.